Hello and welcome to my creative castle. Today's video is a yarn unboxing and slash unbagging. Well, why is it an unboxing and an unbagging? Because it's from Webs, America's yarn store. And guess what we know about them? They are notorious for having like flash sales for 1 day and for 2 days. So I ordered 1 day, and then you know what? They went and did it again and did a different deal. And so I think I probably ordered 2 days in a row, y'all. So one came in a box, one came in a bag. They were kind of small orders anyway. Really, I'm trying to have some self-control. So one, I think this is from like a 1 day order and then another day order off of the flash sales. And so I thought, you know what, let's just look at them all at once, right? Since it's I think it's two kind of small orders. So I don't know if I can cut the tape on this bag while holding a camera without moving it around a lot and, you know, possibly making you a little seasick. So we don't want to do that. So I think what I am going to do, we got some fur in here though, right? Because you guys know how much I love fur yarn, and I'm on the hunt for fur yarn. So that's what we have in the bag. I think I'm going to pause the camera now and go check on the order. Go put this up on the tripod because I think I'm moving the camera around a lot. And I know for some people that's like, can make it kind of queasy. So, okay. Be right back. Okay, my friends. Well, you know what? The only thing more fun than doing a yarn unboxing is doing it in front of the Christmas tree. And I love, love, love Christmas. So I'm just saying, you might see yarn unboxings on my channel with the Christmas tree till April, because I might be sitting here doing all my yarn unboxings, you know, that have come in from all the sales for, you know, a couple of months in front of the tree. So if you're brand new to my channel, hi, my name is May. I love yarn, I love knitting and crochet. Those are my hobbies, and I also happen to have been born visually impaired, legally blind, and completely colorblind. So I mostly knit and crochet by feel. And yes, this is a yarn unboxing. We'll just talk about this yarn that was right there on the top, the Cascade Heritage Waves. This is a #1 fingering sock yarn. It's a 75% superwash merino wool, and it's 25% nylon. And it's a fingering weight yarn. Lots of people do socks with these, shawls. You know me. I love to have enough to make like full-on garments, sweaters, skirts, dresses. This is in the color roses, so it's multicolored. It's different shades of pinks and reds. I do hope I have enough light in here for you all to be able to see the beautiful color in this. Okay, well, now that we got that out of the way, you know what I'm really excited about. I mean, I'm excited about this too, but by the way, this is a merino. It is super, super soft. This is definitely like a scarf yarn. This is a next to your skin yarn. This could be shawls, scarves, dresses, tops, and you know, gloves, because the fingering weight yarn, you could actually do like gloves where you got, you know, can do some stitches around each little finger. You could do like arm length, you know, opera style gloves. Who knows what I'll do with it, but let me know what you would do with this gorgeous yarn. Okay, so now of course I want to get to the fur. Not that I don't love that, I love Cascade yarns, but actually let's talk about the alpine, sirdar alpine. So you guys know, right, how much I've been really loving that fairy tale fur from Knit Picks and We Crochet, and how very concerned I've been that they're going to discontinue it, because you know what, they keep discontinuing their yarn. So I've been starting to search, and I just released tutorials, by the way, on my channel for my fancy info fur hat and scarf and fingerless mitts. And as I see Knit Picks and We Crochet clearancing out the colors, I'm like, what are we gonna make those with? So I've been searching the internet over, looking for different fur yarns that we can possibly substitute with. Now, I'm looking for some white because I love the white at Knit Picks and We Crochet. And yes, this is their white. It was called Ice Bar, and guess what? It's no longer even available on their website, period, which makes me really sad. I'm like, how are we gonna do Santa hats and coats and all the things, right? So this is their Ice Bar next to the Sirdar Alpine. What do you guys think? Do you think these are the same shade? Do you think they're the same yarn, different labels, different sizes? The Knit Picks and We Crochet one is, I believe it's a 100 gram skein of 70, I want to say 71 yards. This Alpine, I believe, is 50 grams and about 36 yards, but it's the same kind of a super bulky number 6. I think they usually recommend a 9mm crochet hook. You guys know I did a 7 for my hats. I think they recommend anywhere from a US 11 to 17 knitting needle. I did an 11 on mine and then bumped the scarf down to a 10.5. I think it's probably very similar. I believe that they call their white, I think it's called Polar, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure it's written on here somewhere maybe, I'm not sure. I think they have about 6, 8, 9 colors, something like that. So they have the Polar and the white, they have Panther. I think they have like Seal and some different browns, tans, grays. So these are only half the size, okay? They're about 36 yards, and I think they're like $10 or $11. I'm just saying. So you know, the Knit Picks ones at about, I think they're about $6.49, $6.99, something like that. So they're definitely a better deal price-wise at Knit Picks. You know, even though they don't have the white anymore, we're kind of forced to go to these alternative browns. So not the best deal, but if you really want it and you want it in a white, you're probably going to have to pay the money for that. I'm just saying. But I might be working up myself a hat and a scarf set, fingerless mitts in this just to compare it. You know, see, I think it's as close to a white. I think they're not like whites. I think they might be like a little bit of a creamy white. But I'm excited to have it in the house. It feels the same to me. I'll be honest with you. This one feels the same to me, okay? The Sirdar Alpine feels just like a smaller size, okay? So we have that in the box. Let's see. The next one that I had is the Knitting Fever Furreal. Now these are about the same size, I think. These are the 100 grams. And I think about 72 yards, something like that. And it's the same thing, 100% polyester. I believe that they call their white Arctic Fox. And I think that they have a few more colors too. I think they have some kind of goldeny colors, kind of tannish colors, gray. In fact, I know that they have a gray because I did indeed get it in the gray as well. If we put that up next to the Knit Picks and We Crochet one, I think those are comparable as well. This one might be, I don't know, it feels just as soft. It might, I can't tell if it's maybe just a tiny bit thinner or not. It doesn't, it's looser in the skein. So like the Knit Picks ones is very dense because these are both supposed to be 100 gram skeins. Now, I haven't weighed them. So I don't actually know. The Knit Picks one seems very dense in the skein. Maybe it's just packed tighter in there. You know, so it's hard for me to say for sure if this yarn is just as dense or not, or if it's maybe perhaps just a little bit of a thinner, looser yarn. Let's put the strands side by side so you can compare. What do you think? You think these are the same yarns, different labels? Possibly the Sirdar might be a slightly more, I don't know, these might be the same. It's really hard. They feel comparably soft. The Knitting Fever feels just a little bit lighter, but it's hard to say for sure, right? It might be just slightly, I don't know. They might be the same. Might be same yarn, different label on that. I definitely was like, well, we got to check this stuff out, right? We have got to find alternatives because Knit Picks has discontinued the white. They've discontinued the pumice. They've discontinued the Paloma, that beautiful pink that we did our fancy info for hat for breast cancer awareness. And so let's see, with the knitting fever, I also bought this color, which is called Jersey Woolly, and it's like a mix of grays, kind of, it's like a marled kind of a look. It's like grays and black and white. These definitely feel like bigger skeins, but like I said, they might be slightly looser wound, but don't know if the yarn is actually different or not. It could possibly be just a hair thinner, but I don't know. This marled look is very pretty. It's lighter than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest with you. I looked at the picture on the internet and it seemed to me like it was going to be darker. I really thought it was going to be darker. I'm totally colorblind, but I'm like, that seems a little bit lighter to me, but perhaps once you work it up, it takes a slightly different look to it. I don't know, but we will definitely be finding ways to play with this, see what we're going to do with this. I had lots of plans for the Knit Picks fairy tale fur, and I don't know how many of them are going to happen since it looks like they're phasing out the yarns. Okay, so this was a rather, and this is the same, they're all number 6, super bulky, 100% polyester. I believe one of these said that you could machine wash it and then, you know, hang dry, which is interesting. I think you probably can. I've said it before with my Knit Picks ones, they say hand wash, lay flat to dry. I did do a test on some fingerless gloves. I did put them in the wash on gentle, on warm, and then hung them up to dry. To my opinion, they didn't come out matted or anything like that. So, but here's what we have for that. Now this is kind of a small order, so I thought, you guys know, right? You know I've been searching the world over, looking for other fur yarns. And so I even hit up the Amazon, y'all. I hit up the Amazon looking for other furry alternatives. And one, now I've only got one of these. This is the yarnart fur yarn. Let's go ahead and crack this. I like it that these come all separately packaged though. That's really nice, right? That your yarn, each skein is gonna come packaged nice and, you know, clean and all of that. So this is off of Amazon. This is called Yarnart Mink. Let's take a look at this. This is not really looking comparable. It might be because it was packaged. No, this is definitely a thinner yarn in my opinion, right? Let's take, I mean, it's still a nice fur yarn. I think we can still trim up some accessories with this, right? We could trim up some gloves, some stockings, that kind of a thing, Christmassy stuff, but, you know, it's definitely thinner. It's not, we're not going to be able to just use this, I don't think, for our fancy and faux fur hat without adjusting our needles and stuff. But it might partially be because they do pack it in these little tiny skeins and pack it super tight so that it kind of loses some of its fluffiness. I do like that it keeps each skein clean, but it might possibly cause the yarn to lose some of its fluffiness. We'll leave it out of the plastic for a little bit and maybe it'll fluff back up a little bit. We don't know yet, right? We don't know, but this is the Yarnart Mink. This is their white. So that's still a nice yarn. It's a nice fur. It's not as soft. I can already tell you this is not as soft as the Knit Picks and We Crochet Fairy Tale Fur or the Knitting Fever Furreal or the Alpine Sirdar. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. That is not as soft. Okay. What other finds do we have in the bag, right? Let's see. I did go a little crazy looking for yarns. I'm just saying. We have one of these, like, you know, made in China kind of nunchi. I'm just going to show you the brand because I can't nunshu. I can't pronounce this stuff, y'all. This, oh dear. I don't know if I can open this, y'all. Seriously. What in the world? We might need to run to the kitchen right behind us there and get us a cutting utensil. Okay, hang on. This is gonna call for, like, you know, tools, y'all, tools. Okay, that's a meat fork. Okay, that's not gonna work. How handy that we're right here in the kitchen doing this. Okay, so let's see if we can get to this nunchu yarn, right? They really packaged this up good, which I guess is good. I guess that's a good thing. We like our yarn really well packaged. We like it kept clean, especially if it's been sitting in a warehouse, I think. Sometimes some of this stuff sits in warehouses for a while at Amazon and, you know, and it can get kind of nasty. So I do like that this stuff is coming all packaged and hopefully not so dusty. But this does come as a set. It comes in 2 in this little package. So let's take a look at these. This is nice. This is nice. This is feeling comparable to the other yarns, to the Knit Picks and We Crochet and the sirdar. I love that it's all packaged in there, kept nice and clean. This feels comparable in terms of weight. It feels about the same thickness, right? Like this yarnart mink feels definitely thinner. Now, yarnart does have another one on Amazon called Fable Fur. I didn't buy it yet, but you know I'm probably going to be putting some in my cart here real soon. And we're going to do an even deeper dive on fur comparisons. But this one definitely is thicker. This is definitely closer to the Knit Picks and We Crochet yarn. I like that a lot better. That's looking like it might work as a substitute for us, so we might have to get some more of this. The nice thing about some of these brands, they do have more colors. Some don't. Let's see. I had another one here. I'm not even going to try to, I don't even know if I can read the name on this one, y'all. I'm just going to search with the A, I think, maybe. Now this one is clearly been like vacuum packed and everything, so this might take a bit for this one to fluff up on us. OMG, OMG. This will be fun, right? We're going to let the air come back into this one. Oh my goodness, this has definitely been vacuum packed. So, this is nice. I think this one's going to take a while to fluff up because the vacuum packing, again, keeps it nice and clean for us. I don't think this is truly white. I think this is probably more creamy, maybe more beigey. It's really, I am colorblind, so it's really, I'm probably not the best judge of those things. This one, it's feeling dense, right? Because it was vacuum packed. So I don't know. This one might take a while. Maybe I should have pre-opened this before we got on camera so that it would have had a fair chance to fluff up for y'all. What do you think? You think the strands are the same on this one, or you think the strands are... Let's get our Knit Picks and We Crochet Fairy Tale Fur out again. What do you guys think? You think it doesn't feel as soft to me, but like I said, it's been, you know, vacuum packed, so it's hard to say if it just isn't as soft and fluffy because of that. That's what the strands just feel a little bit thinner to me, right? Those strands just feel a little thinner. Not totally sure. They just do. But I'll let you take a look at those. You can compare those. I'll try to, if I remember, I'll try to put some links into Amazon so you can have some fun. All you have to do is go to Amazon and put search fur yarn. Lots of options come up. There's more. We might have to get even more. One more fur yarn that I want to look at. This one looked really interesting to me. Another one that I can't pronounce is the brand is like Nicee, N-I-C-E-E or something like that, okay? These do also come in a 2-pack because they're pretty small. This feels nice. This feels nice. That's probably pretty comparable too. Now this one has a large color palette. It's got some hot pinks and some greens and really some unique colors. So this could be really fun to get more of as well. It's in this little bag, but it's not vacuum packed. It was just zippered. It is already fluffing up really, really nicely. So I like that. Now, I don't have all the fur yarn. We're going to do a really big fur video, like deep dive into the furs, where we want to compare. I have ordered some of the Lion Brand Gopher faux yarn. It's not in the house yet. I've also ordered another fur yarn from Hobby, Hobbii, out of Denmark. That's not in the house yet. As soon as those get in the house, we'll do a comparison of all of these. I might get that other yarn off of Amazon, the Yarnart Fable Fur. And then, okay, now Premier Yarns also has a new fur yarn out yet. I was really, really hoping they would have put it on that big sale that they just had. They didn't. And you guys know me, right? If stuff's not on sale, I don't buy it. Or unless it's on a really good price. Like some of these were on a good price on Amazon. Some of the things I saw, I didn't care for the price. so I didn't buy them to compare them. I might have to do that just so we can compare them. I'm gonna wait and see if Premier puts theirs on sale for their Black Friday sale, or if they're gonna do like just like a site-wide discount. If they do a site-wide discount for Black Friday, I will, get some of that so we can compare it. And include it. But I definitely want to get like 3 more fur yarns for sure, maybe 4, and then we will really look at all of this and compare it. I do think I've also ordered some of the Premier Bunny yarn. We'll take a look at that. That might be more like their chenille yarns. I'm not sure if that's more like a fur yarn or a chenille yarn, because that was on sale in the big sale. So we're going to be comparing a bunch of these furry yarns on here, because I love fur fun novelty yarns. I love it. So, and then I do just have one more fun, because you guys, I love novelty yarns, right? I love the fun yarns. I think they're fun. I love the texture. I absolutely love texture. So I love the fur. I love the bling. I love the sparkle, because I can still see it, right? And so, OMG, we dropped our fur. Okay, so I've also been on the hunt on, this is like Christmas, y'all. I mean, really, how fun is this, right? So, let's see. I was on the hunt on the Amazon looking for more fun sparkle yarn, because you guys know I love this gala from Premier, right? Put it on my Halloween outfit. So I went onto the Amazon looking for some other fun sparkle yarn. And I believe this is also a yarn art yarn. I like yarn art. They got some really cool, fun finds on Amazon, as you could tell. That's where I went to get my substitutes for, Wheel of Alpaca. I don't want to cut myself. So we're going to open this up too. I believe this is a brown. And we're going to take a look at these strands. So this is really sparkly. I don't think it has quite all the sparkle and bling of the gala. I believe the gala's got okay. So this is the gala, and this is the yarn art sparkle next to each other. This yarn, is it the same width? That's what I'm trying to decide. Is it the same width? I think they're both the same width. I think they might be sport weight yarns. That would be my guess, as I would, maybe this is a fingering weight. This one might be, the gala might be just a little bit thicker, right? The gala is definitely stiffer, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, this gala yarn is a stiffer. You can hear it if you haven't touched it. It's like it's a stiffer yarn, okay? This yarn art sparkle is not, it's finer. This one might be a fingering weight. It doesn't quite have that same stiffness to it as the gala. So I kind of like that. I think that this is brown, y'all. I can't remember for sure. I probably will get more of this as well. And I thought I got this in one more color. I thought I got one with either a white or a silver or something. Let's see. We might as well open this one too, right? I can't remember though. I can't remember if it's white or silver, you guys, or gold, or what color. I should have checked my Amazon order, and I didn't. I guess I could do that. I did bring out my other device here, but I think most of you who watch my channel are sighted. So you can probably see that for yourselves. My apologies to other visually impaired people. I didn't do as much homework on this as I should have to find out for us what color I ordered. What color you guys think this is? Yeah, this is thinner than the gala. It's thinner. It's not as stiff. It's not as coarse. But I don't know if it's silver, gold, white. I don't know. But that's a nice, there's lots and lots of sparkle to this. I definitely can see us doing more tops like we did with the spiderweb top, right? We could do a lot more fun stuff like that. Do like a choker collar, some more chains coming down. We can bling it up. We could do like just chokers, like necklaces. We can do bracelets with it. We could probably do like trim up some fingerless gloves. Like I said, trim up some Christmas ornaments. Like look at these Christmas, well, I don't even know if you can see them with all the stuff here, but like some of these stars, the bells, the angels, I definitely think we could trim some of them up with this sparkle. You never know. I might even try to make some stars, like just make the ornaments with this stuff and see how it goes. I don't know how this stuff is going to work up. I don't know how it's going to crochet up because this is still stiff. It's not as stiff as the Gala, but it's still stiff. So that's the video for today. A very small webs order of some fun fur yarns, and then some comparisons of some sort of, kind of off-brand, cheap China, made in China, produced, in China, slave labor, coal-fired plants. I mean, we do have to take all those things into consideration when we're buying cheap China knockoff products, but nonetheless, we buy them, right? So anyways, my friends, that's the video for today. Alrighty, well, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know, do you love novelty yarns as much as I do? I love the texture, I love the bling, I love the sparkle. I love how they can really make your garment stand out, be unique, give your own touch to them. I love sort of the fanciness. I love being able to make our own fancy, as you can tell, right? Wear another fur dress. I mean, I don't know that we're going to get to it this year, but this could be a goal for some year in the future, right? We could make our own fur-topped Christmas dress. Might be a little late for me to plan that one out for us this year, but there's always next year, right? Alrighty, my friends. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Say hello. Let me know if you love fur yarns as much as I do. Let me know if you're making my fancy info fur hat, scarf, fingerless mitts, crochet hat. Feel free, if you're making those, post your pictures on your social media, on your Facebook, on your X, on your Insta. I do not have Instagram. I'm not that active on social media. But if you are, feel free to post your pics. Let people know where you got the patterns. Send them on over, right? Have them make them too. But feel free to make them and share all your pics and gift them to friends and family. Okay. Well, thank you so much for listening. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye-bye for now. Let me know what you think about doing this here.